Sometimes we talk about some pretty dumb stuff, Kev.
Yeah, but you just drift along. It's going to be a long season, but ultimately, Ben.
Ultimately, we have to recognize our humanity and acknowledge all the loyal doggies in the world.
You know what? You know what happened, Ben? This man over here in the right top side of the map, who is, of course, incredible miracles, Nestea, is like,
That was a pretty good build you did last time.
Oh, Vibe, I kind of like that build. That's pretty smart. I don't think Nestea sounds like that, but if he would say, Vibe, I appreciate that build, and I'm going to take it from you.
So now the question immediately becomes, does Vibe make the same mistakes Nestea made? And to call those mistakes is really unfair.
Yeah.
But will he make the same choices, I suppose?
I love how Nestea still squeezes in his extracted trick. Just like no matter
Every
what
time,
build
man.
I do. No matter what build I do.
Nestea was once asked, why do you always do the extractor trick? Is it better? Do you know something that we don't know? And Nestea's just like, no, I think it's cool to do extractor tricks.
Vibe is not going to play as greedy. Of course, Vibe is our blue Zerg spawning in the left bottom side of the map. Vibe has been part of Premier League all 3 seasons. Last season, he was in an extremely difficult group. He did take a map off Scarlet, but then later on, he lost 0-2 to Hero. That was a really sick group because Oz was in that group as well. Vibe looking good, Ben, with his 14 pool, I believe it was.
I think it was a 15 pool,
okay.
but against a 9 pool, he should be fine. This is a pretty long map, Kevin.
Yeah.
It might not look it, but these Lings got to run a sort of zigzag path through the middle, and then they got to make their way up into the main. So theoretically, Vibe should be more than capable of dealing with this. The problem becomes, well, what if he spins all of his minerals before he realizes there's Lings on the way? But now he sees
doesn't have that because he has an Overlord over here on the map. And that Overlord is like, I see a couple of Zerglings marching across the map.
Oh.
We see Nestea playing this out a little bit differently as well. Vibe is going to scout that too. This one, Overlord, has already done an absolutely fantastic job. You could say it's kind of standard, but hey, sometimes you send your Overlord in a different direction. That was fantastic for Vibe. He knows everything right now, Ben, and he should come out of this ahead.
Nestea looks like his plan is to just cancel this hatch and maybe kill a drone or two. It's going to be a tough order with Vibes. Oh, wow, look how smart Vibe is. He's pulling drones as well. He really wants to save this hatchery, understanding the importance of maintaining his advantage. Has to be careful not to overcommit to defense. But I think he's doing just fine.
I think he's doing more than just fine. He has to make sure he's going to win this fight, though. It seems like he will.
Great
Beautiful micro
from
by
Vibe.
I'm loving it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Tomorrowland fist pump style. Vibe doing all the right stuff. Micro and the drones and the Lings, and loses
he lost
basically nothing. He lost three Lings.
Well, he lost 1 drone and 2 Lings. That was absolutely fantastic. His hatchery is going to be done before the hatchery of Nestea. Already dropped an extractor as well in his main. He's mining gas way before Nestea. Nestea doesn't have an extractor yet. This has been nothing but fantastic for Vibe.
Massive.
Scouting, everything perfect, and his defense was impeccable.
Massive advantage right now for Vibe, ahead in drones, ahead in tech, and also with a stronger standing army. He's got 8 Lings to 6. So what are you going to follow this up with, Nestea? I don't think you have any aggressive options because you haven't taken any gas.
Nope. He doesn't know about the gas from Vibe either. This Overlord is slowly but steady making his way over to the left side of this base so he can get a sneak peek. A little bit unfortunate there for Vibe that he took this extractor and not the south side one, because that I think would have been a little harder to spot.
Man.
You think so, Ben?
Yes, I do agree with you, and I think that's actually a really great observation. You should always, in all of your games, guys, take advantage of every possible advantage, I guess. And had he taken the bottom extractor, there's no way Nestea scouts it. So now Nestea has a little bit more information, and he can do things like build a spine crawler, which he might not have built otherwise. Vibe, in the meantime, his speed's halfway done. His Baneling Nest is on the way. Here come the Zerglings. We're going to see a big push from Vibe, and I think it's the exact correct choice.
I think it's perfect as well. Would have been perhaps a little more perfect if indeed Nestea wouldn't have seen the gas when he did. But then again, he does have plenty of Overlords on the map. He would have been able to see those Zerglings making their way across.
Yeah. But maybe there's not a spine crawler in this case. Now he starts a second spine crawler upon seeing all these units. So Vibe still has to execute this correctly, but it should be very possible. There's no Banelings for Nestea. There's no Ling speed for Nestea. So it's all about...
Evolution Champ is going down.
I mean, he really can't even close off that gap. And Vibe's not going to allow it. Picks off one of the drones immediately. Vibe knows what Nestea's trying to do. Here come the Banelings. And Vibe going for the win right now. Banelings getting up the ramp. And Nestea is in so much trouble. Lings are in the main. The drones are basically all going to fall. This is terrible for Nestea, but man, is it sweet for Vibe fans.
It is really sweet. So many low HP drones. All these drones will fall. Still a ridiculous amount of Lings in the main base of Nestea. 52 supply against 30 right now. Vibe is going to do this, man.
Yes, sir. He is ahead in every possible way. How does Nestea stabilize? He's going to try to just park everything in his natural.
What a beautiful game from Vibe. Everything from start to finish was perfect.
Yep, it was a safe opening, perfect follow-ups. Good game gets called. Root Vibe will join EGG.